Yo, what's up? I love Perfect Cell, but this guy looks like shit. Well, he doesn't look that bad, but he doesn't look that great either. So, I want to turn him into, like, a Carnage version of him. I feel like that'd be pretty sick. I feel like their characters work kind of well together. And the real reason is I think it would fit on my shelf pretty nicely, and I kind of want that. So first things first, let's put him in his hot water bath, break him apart, you know, just make him a little bit easier to paint. I decided to scrap the hands because these ones look way better and, well, they just work for Carnage and the other ones don't. Then I upped his head articulation, so now I can kind of tilt his head. And here's his new eyes, his Carnage eyes. And then, of course, I do have to give him tendrils. And I'm not going to do a basic Carnage design on him. I'm going to be a little bit crazy with it. So, gotta make the hands actually fit on him. Oh, okay, great. So here he looks with his new hands. Looks pretty cool. Forgot to record this, but I made him some, like, bracers, like, symbiote thing, and I'm gonna add, like, a blade onto the side of it. It looks rough, just wait till I color it in. You'll see the vision. And I'll make his head and chest look a little bit different, too. Here's a better look at his eyes. I think they look pretty cool. Time to shape his head so the clay and the eyes fit on better. Oh, look, there's the clay. It's looking pretty good. Oh, now the eyes are on. That's looking great now. And then here's his new chest. I could have made his pecs more defined, but whatever. Still looks pretty good. Then his nice little stomach, hips, waist thing. I don't know, it's for articulation, and it goes right in there. And yes, this looks so rough. Just let it have some paint. This part of him looks pretty good without any paint, though. I kind of like it. Alright, painting time. It took me so many layers to get the red I wanted. Like 5 layers to get bold enough. That's so many. I only need like 1 most of the time. Oh yeah, and I'm using some Mod Podge, some glossy version, because like symbiote, so it looks wet and organic and alive. Low-key, painting the lines are hard, so like they look natural, and I don't know, I didn't do a great job, but whatever. I used some help from my action figure. And now look at it, it's coming together. I know this video is kind of bad, but you'll get a closer view later. But it's coming together. Then remember that blade? Here it is, it's gonna look so nice on his arm. Now it's time to glue his eyes on. I use some Gorilla Glue. It dries like rubber, so it's like still kind of stretchy and stuff. And wow, I mean, these eyes, just getting like sneak peeks, but these eyes look so good. Really didn't think I'd be that happy with it. Now it's time to glue the blade on. And doing this was so annoying. I jammed the blade into the clay so it had an indent, but I still had to hold it there for like 5 minutes. Anyways, you might have seen I just sculpted his waist. I think it looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna glue his tendrils on his back. I'm not gonna record myself doing that. But look, I'm painting his waist. Now I'm setting out his waist to have a nice little dry off. And look, I'm doing some touch-ups. Now his head and body can dry off also. Glued the tendrils on his back. Now let's glue the tendrils onto his, like, everywhere on his body. And boom, there we have it. He's all done. No, just kidding, we still have legs to do. And some touch-ups and other things, and his wings. But this is close. You can see the vision now. The tendrils across his body add such depth to this figure. No, but like, it really does look good. Decided to paint some of the tendrils that are stuck to him black, and that was a good decision. This guy keeps looking better and better. I don't know, I think I'm gonna come up with a name for him. Can't just keep calling him this guy. Perfect Carnage, or Carnage Cell, or I don't know. I decided to last minutely add a mouth because his, like, symbiotes need mouths. So here's the base of it. Now you can see the little hole of the mouth. I'll add the teeth in later, and boom, look at that. Isn't that menacing? And then boom, look at that. Isn't that even more menacing? So scary that like yellow tears are running down my leg. But anyways, this is him compared to my other action figure. Cecil! Alright, finally doing the legs. I did this guy so backwards. Normally I go from the bottom up, but this time I did from the top down. Well, I did if his head is below his balls, but I don't know. Anyways, here's his legs. I think they look pretty cool. Then his little footsies, they're pretty big, but let's be honest, we like big feet. Like, this is so much red paint, you don't even know. I went through like half of one of those big tubes of red paint. Like, this is crazy. Finally done with the red paint. Now it's time to blacken it up. Adding his little black veins. I don't know, what's the purpose of this other than looking cool? But here he is, he's all done. Kind of has big ass stompers on, but whatever, we like it. Look at that waist articulation. Look at that wing articulation. Look at his flight. Look at this mean mug of his. Scales pretty nicely next to Kid Boo. I don't know. It's kind of big, but whatever. And here's Perfect Carnage next to Carnage. So I'll probably end up giving this guy maybe an 8 out of 10. He is really, really cool, but I don't like his feet amazingly. They're a bit fat, And also they're a little bit, like, one's a bit taller than the other. And then his mouth looks slightly iffy. Not that bad though. He looks really good on my shelf, just like I thought he would. And both these Carnages look like they like fit in together too.